I think 25% of their like iPads, their iPods, their
That's a
MacBooks,
lot.
25 of
Sign me up.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of
Clock out.
My name is Eleanor.
I'm Shash.
And I'm Najmi.
So, if you guys have watched part 1, we shared a lot of the out of the norm employee benefits that you never really thought of.
have
Oh,
super
man.
cool like
What?
sci-fi-ish nap pods. You can actually work out on your very desk.
So they have like mani-pedi,
Oh, that's
spa, massages.
All employees can claim purchases made in Uniqlo.
Is there a cap?
You hope that there's a cap for the
And there are way more actually, which we will reveal to you guys today in this episode.
Let's just maybe take a look at those like multinational companies. I've been looking at Google, and I think some of the crazy things, right, that they have, not crazy lah, but like really out there, you know. They have like haircut benefits, like a grooming benefit. This is so cool. So basically, they have like taking care of yourself benefits. So they have haircut benefits, gym membership, which, well, all of us have it sometimes, but we don't use it. They have like benefits where they actually have dogs over at the office every like other day, like every.
Aww,
So cute, right? I think that's so
want
cute.
that.
And then, guys, the most important thing, they have a freaking buffet line.
Oh.
Actually, like, you know, I have like thought of that before. Like, you know, does any company have like a chappan stall inside their office?
Well, over there in Google, they do, but it's not chapan, it's like souffles.
No matter how much vegetables or meat or chicken you get, it's still free.
It's so cool,
Free
man.
mixed rice for everyone. I would love that.
I would love that too.
Like all these tech companies like Apple, for instance, they have employee discounts for their products. I think 25% of their like iPads, their
Wow.
iPods, their
That's a
MacBooks,
lot.
25
Sign me up.
25% is a lot.
and even like
I,
software is also 50%. Oh my god.
how do I get that? I mean, like honestly, like you change your phone every year or and every 2 years, like people who can, like 50% is a lot, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I think if people who work there, they change every month lah.
Yeah.
If it's possible.
They're like,
Change the same model.
just came out. Time for a new one.
But if you're talking about like big names, right? Big names, I think Pinterest is also one of them. One of their benefits that I find really interesting is all new parents get 4 months paid leave. Paternity and maternity are both.
That's so
Parent.
like
Father and mother,
right?
yeah.
Father also get.
Yes.
that's so
Father
good.
don't need to give birth, also get 4 months paid leave. No. I
That's
know, right?
forward thinking.
Yes, very, very forward thinking, which I think a lot of people have not reached that level yet. Like they think parents maybe you can get like few days off to see spend time, but to me I don't think it makes.
I think it makes a lot of sense for both parents to be at home for a certain number of months.
Yeah.
I think not just for the kid, but I think for the mom.
Yeah.
The mom can't sit at home and take care of a kid, like just give birth, right? And not everyone is privileged. Yeah, exactly. And not everyone is privileged to have support of their family and not, right? So like I think more companies like Pinterest should start maybe looking into that and actually seeing what can be done. Because I think a lot of overseas companies are doing that.
Yes. If we're talking about like crazy employee benefits, we can also slip one in.
Wow.
Guys, well, actually used to have unlimited leave. I'm not even joking.
It's true.
It's unlimited.
Yeah, unlimited. Until very recently.
Yeah.
Yes. So because of the current economic situation that we're in, it's unfortunately revoked. But I mean, we understand where the company is coming from. Obviously, we can't afford to have people like, you know, taking long leaves and things like that during this period of time.
Where are we gonna go?
Sorry?
Where are we even gonna go?
Exactly. You can't even go anywhere.
Where?
You know?
I mean, technically it's a new normal lah, because like, you know, we're substituting it with regular work from home arrangement.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not sure about you guys, but the fact that we have that benefit, right? I don't know, it's kind of like reverse psycho me a bit. Like I don't really use that much leave.
Yeah.
You know, like although it is unlimited, like you can utilize it actually fully, but you don't because
No. You know
yeah,
what I think? It's because like you psycho yourself to think like, oh, I have 20, like I have like 15 days. Okay, I need to calculate.
yeah,
Versus like, I have it there.
yeah. But also like even though it's revoked now, we still have the current number of leaves that we have now is still a lot.
A lot compared to outside.
Yeah. So all good.
I'm living. What is one of the most important, not important but one of the most pivotal employee benefits for each of us? Because for me, I might shock the world by saying as this or whatever, but for me, I think a key thing would be salary. I think a lot of people are given the notion of like treating or looking at employee benefits equals high salary as a very negative thing. One of my really close friends, last year, I had to quit his job. He loves his job. He works like crazy for his job. He goes up and beyond. And I'm not just saying this, he really does. I'm not going to tell you who, I'm not going to tell you what company, but I'm just telling you, it's a really good company. But he has been working in the company for about 2.5 years now, and he has not got a raise yet. He's earning quite decently, and he asked if he can get an increase or not, because he's responsible. He's one of so his dad passed away, and his responsibilities went up like a little bit more. So like a lot of payments, a lot of personal stuff lah. I think one of the most important thing here is that he didn't ask for the raise. He asked what he can do to get the raise. I think that is something to note, because a lot of people misconception is that they ask for a raise, but they don't ask you how to get the raise.
Yes.
I think that's the most important thing. So he actually, I mean, I don't know what he told the management, but he told me this. He told me that he asked them what he can do. And literally they said, oh, right now there's nothing you can do. You just got to wait it out.
Number one, it's very good that he asked how or what he can do to get a raise. Maybe at the point of time, the company also really cannot do anything about it.
Yeah.
Maybe the company is also not doing very well.
When he asked this, right, the company actually, they didn't really give a justification. If they had given him a justification, he would have accepted it, or maybe he would have done some part-time job. But they didn't give him a justification, and because of that, he had no choice to leave a company that he loves so freaking much. And I'm not even exaggerating this. He loves this company and his job. He had to leave it and move on to a regional position in a different country, which he is earning way more lah. But he hates his job now.
Yeah.
He has no choice. Even now when I talk to him, he hates his job. But he says he has no choice. So I'm just trying to show that like salary is important for people to make decisions, because it's not that everybody wants to earn a lot. It's because some people, or most people, they want to sustain their lives. They want to handle the responsibilities and ease the burden in their family. And I know all these other benefits, flexible working hours and medical insurance and no dress code. This is all great perks, wonderful perks. But if the number one thing why we all work for is to sustain our family and like yourself, if that's not attractive, that's very difficult for a company to attract anyone. That's, I think, my 2 cents about it.
I think it's undeniable that salary is important.
Yeah.
It's just that salary is not the only important thing lah.
Of course.
Which also reminds me of my friend. He's a sailor. So sailors, they spend they spend a lot of time on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Like few months and things like that. It really does something to you mentally.
Yeah, it takes a toll.
Yeah, it takes a toll. The salary is attractive lah. Really attractive, but you are selling your mental health for it. You're selling time. A lot of time for that. It depends lah, which one is more important to you. Maybe it's something that you might want to do for a bit to kind of like be able to sustain your family, sustain yourself, like what Shash said. But I don't think it's something that
in long term you want to do.
You can't do that for a long term if you're not happy.
Down.
Yeah, if you're really depressed, very depressed at where you're working, I can't imagine doing that for the rest of my life.
I cannot.
Yeah.
There's only so much that you can push yourself to do lah.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it's pretty simple. Nature of my job is meeting clients, confronting people face to face. I like the fact that my company does casual work attire a lot. I really appreciate that a lot because like I'm not a guy who likes to dress up. I hate dressing up.
Yeah, she wears that
True,
work
guys.
by the way.
That
I
is very true.
hate. I don't like wearing formal clothes or
Yeah.
fancy stuff lah. So basically,
I just need to put it out there that Najmi never wears nice clothes unless
Let
it
me
is
stand up, show your shirt. That's what he wears to work.
like on days that I don't go out and meet clients, I can come to work like wearing shorts and a normal tee, or I can even wear my sweatpants with a jersey on.
You can dress however you want and nobody will judge you unless don't wear things that show a lot of skin lah, obviously.
Yeah. Like
not that kind of dress however you want. But dress comfortably.
Yeah.
If you're able to dress comfortably, you can work comfortably. I think it is in our culture to be comfortable and not just the way we dress, like the way we work, like flexible working hours, or like playing music during work hours, things like that.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I think we are given the privilege to do that because, I mean, if you go to a bank and if you hear like Rihanna in the background,
I know, right?
what is going on? No, you'll be like, but I have my money.
What's the number one thing for you?
Number one benefit that I can't live without, I think, is good working culture. And a lot of people have different definitions in terms of working culture. And some people misinterpret good working culture as like, having beanbags at work, having pool table, foosball table, those kind of things. Those are materials to me. Those are like a bonus. Like what makes a good working culture to me is you come to work feeling warm, feeling happy, to see your colleagues. Not like you go to work just to sit down at your desk, work, go home.
Yeah.
I don't like that kind of feeling. I like that I am able to spend time with my colleagues like friends.
Help build each other up.
Yes, yeah, you kind of like push each other, you encourage each other. There is no micromanagement, this kind of thing. You don't go to work like afraid that your boss will like yell at you or something like that. No, because that kind of work culture exists as well.
Actually, I think in WARP, right, the most important thing is that we have the saying, culture starts from you.
Yes.
And as you all know, as long as the company gives you the trust, gives you the respect, and if you don't abuse it, it's your holy grail. It's like your nirvana. I think I miss like physical contact with my colleagues. No, I mean like a hug. Like a hug. I miss like hugging my colleagues or like saying good morning or just working or having lunch.
Yeah,
that.
I miss Shashti's good morning. Like he comes in and like you feel his presence. Like
You know, if nobody replies my good morning, I will
gets
start screaming.
yeah, you come in and he's like, good morning, and then you don't reply. He's like, I said good morning. Yeah, good morning. So we've reached the end of the episode.
Yay! Woo! If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Comment down below if you know any companies that has super cool, weird, attractive benefits or whatever. Don't forget to tag your friends also in this video.
Yep. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, ClockOut by WAP. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. New channel. And until the next episode, we are clocking out. See ya, guys.
Bye.
Bye.